Good morning. This is Dr. Timothy Scott Beck here at Life Point Medical, and it is a wonderful Monday morning, and I hope you're having a good day just like I am. But we're up and running and getting to work quick. So we're here for you if you need us, okay? Just a reminder, we're only going to work 3 days this week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then we'll be back to work on Monday. So we definitely want to see you if you feel like you're heading in the wrong direction before this long weekend, okay? We've tried to work out coverage for the weekend, but we never could make it work just right. And so anyway, we'll be out of the office Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We definitely want to hear from you if you're getting sick going into the holiday weekend. Speaking of that, as far as COVID goes, there's 2,175 cases with 63 deaths. These deaths have popped up in the last few days, and I hate that. Okay, it's still around. The only thing I'm going to say is not only we got COVID going around the community now, we've got another virus that I think is pretty much strong in the community, and my burden is having to figure out which one is which and to treat you appropriately based on what I see. Okay, so be cautious with you. If you've got upper respiratory stuff, if you definitely have like some of the things like the change in your taste and smell, something like that, that definitely suggest it might be COVID. But nonetheless, if you get a hold of us, we're going to have to see you and we'll have to differentiate the two. Okay. I want to remind everybody, we have the women's clinic, which the women's clinic door is on the other side of the building, not the back side. Okay, I don't want to say that. It's on the other side of the building, closer to Reeves Hardware or Reeves Feed Supply. So if you are coming over here for a women's appointment, you can go to park in the other side of the building, and they will be able to accommodate you over there. It's okay if you come in the front side, but it's quicker and shorter for you if you go around to the back side, and that door is unlocked, and we have somebody over there, a receptionist waiting for you over there on the women's side. So, little clinical parole today. Let's talk about pneumonia. Now, pneumonia is something that I have dealt with for my entire career as being a doctor. And it's something that we have to deal with on a daily basis. And pneumonia is when you get an infection that resides in your lungs. And it can be a bacterial pneumonia or it can be a viral pneumonia. Viral pneumonias are typically less harsh for you. They usually won't cause too much damage. However, as we've seen with the COVID-19 virus, it can cause some lung changes that makes your lungs look different and act differently. And so we have to respond to those. But by far the most common type of pneumonia is going to be called pneumococcal pneumonia. And if you notice, we got these vaccines for Pneumovax and pneumococcal vaccine, and the reason why is because we know that pneumococcal pneumonia is the number one cause of pneumonia, so we go ahead and vaccinate you against pneumococcus and its variants. But let's talk about why do you think you've got pneumonia. First of all, the first signs of pneumonia are cough, shortness of breath, productive sputum, or you can have chest pain or pleuritic chest pain wall. Those are usually the first signs of pneumonia. Okay, and you want some later signs of pneumonia is when your oxygen starts dropping and things like that, and that's when you need to really pay attention to what's going on. If you think you've got pneumonia, you might have a cough, you might have some yellow-green sputum. That's a great reason to call us and get seen. We're always got our antennas out looking for pneumonia. And if you do get pneumonia, we treat it. A lot of times it can be treated as an outpatient. And really the reason I want to see you is because if I can see you as an outpatient and treat your pneumonia before you get to the hospital, that I think we won. We've won the battle there, at least with it is keeping you out of the hospital. So pneumonia is very common. We call it, when you get it out in the community, we call it community acquired pneumonia, and we treat that different than what the pneumonia you get while you're in the hospital. But nonetheless, it is something we treat all the time. I usually treat it with 2 different medicines simultaneously just to make sure we get coverage. It's called double effective therapy. It can be from other organisms, and it can develop. It can actually become serious with you if it's left untreated or left untaken care of. But anyway, pneumonia is something that we all have to deal with. If you think you got it, we definitely want to hear you, and we want to make sure that we treat it appropriately. This is Dr. Beck talking to you today from LifePoint Medical. Thank you for listening, and call us if you need us, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.